Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, On the Road with Susan. And if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Today I am in front of the Devil's Den Bridge, Covered Bridge in Burgettstown, Washington County, PA. Did you know that Pennsylvania is the home of more historical bridges than any other state in the country? At one point, we had over 1,500 bridges in the state, and they covered valleys and creeks, and they went from corner to corner of the state. Currently, we only have 210 bridges left, and Washington County is one of the largest populated areas in the state, second to Lancaster. Bridges are scattered over 36 different counties within the state, and we have 67 counties total. So that's a lot of territory. These beautiful structures are so much more than just getting from point A to point B to get across the river. They are a piece of our history. Each one is telling a story of our rural communities, craftsmanship, and the connection to our past. I'm excited to say that this is the first video of a whole new series that I'm doing of the 200 covered bridges across the USA. That is my mission, to see each and every one of them. And we're starting off right here in my backyard in Washington County. Washington County has about 23 different bridges, and it's really a big span of over 876 square miles to cover. So we've broken it up into 3 different categories: a northern tour, a southwestern tour, and an eastern tour. So we're going to start our adventure right here in the northern panhandle of Washington County. So let's get into it. Okay, this McClurg Bridge was built in 1880. It features king post truss, vertical board siding, and the classic cedar shake roof. The 6 triangle windows let in the beautiful natural light, and the bridge sits above what is now a dry ravine. The abutments and wing walls are made of stone and mortar. It is supported by a U-shaped vertical timber frame. This bridge was originally built over the Kings Creek on Devil's Den Road, just north in Paris. It was named after the McClurg family, who owned the land where the bridge would originally stood. It also picked up the nickname Devil's Den Bridge, a nod to the nearby cave hidden behind a waterfall where it was originally located. While the cave's name might sound a little spooky, this bridge is nothing but peaceful. In May of 1987, it was relocated here to Burgettstown, and then the following year it was completely restored. Today, this bridge is only open to pedestrians, making it a quiet spot to walk through, take photos, and enjoy a bit of the history in the rural setting. And here's a fun fact. It ties with the Krepps Covered Bridge as the shortest bridge in Washington County, only 24 feet long. Since 1987, McClurg Bridge had location for the Washington and Greene County Covered Bridge Festival, held every 3rd weekend in September. And you'll find local crafters, live music, and some of the best festival food around, right here beside the bridge. So let's get on to our next bridge. We got a lot to cover. So in this video, this is the northwestern tour, and there'll be six different bridges. I'm currently at my second bridge. This is called the Lyle Bridge, L-Y-L-E. It's in Burgettstown. There's actually 3 bridges right here in Burgettstown, easy to get to. This one is a little far out. And the cool thing about this bridge, it's drivable. So right on this side of the bridge are actually family homes. Can't see them because they're way out into the woods, but you have to drive across this bridge in order to get to their home. Some of the bridges that we're going to see in this video are only pedestrian type of bridges, and this one is vehicle and pedestrian. This one's quite a ways out. It's near the Hillman State Park, and it's very rural out here. Of course, right now it's raining, so I'm inside the bridge. But let me tell you a little bit about this structure. This bridge was built back in 1887, and the truss in this bridge is called Queen. And I'll explain to you later on as we go along what the difference of different trusses are. They are how they were designed and built and made to last. This bridge is 38 feet long and about 12 feet wide. It was actually restored back in 1999, and it goes over top of Brush Creek. Now, one of the things I find amazing is these little creeks are everywhere. Like, I'm not 100% sure that this is still a part of the Brush Creek that is way out in Beaver County. I would have to do the graphics on that, and I just haven't got around to that part. But let me just show you a little bit more about this bridge. Okay, we're at the third bridge in Burgettstown here, continuing to rain. This is a very used bridge. As I was standing here trying to film this, several cars came past, and even the FedEx truck scooched his way through this bridge. This is the Jackson Mill Bridge, and I just want to give you some tips. If you're going to come out on the road trip, the road tour, and find these bridges, a couple things to keep in mind. Burgettstown is a very rural area, and the roads that you'll be traveling on might not be quite what you're used to because they're narrow, they're really windy, so you need to go slow and be respectful of any oncoming traffic. The other thing is, with it being so rural, there is a lot of wildlife out here, and it's nothing to see them during the middle of the day right on the road. So you have to be really paying attention and be careful. One of the other pro tips I'm going to give you is use the GPS coordinates to find these locations. The addresses sometimes don't seem to take you to the exact spot when you're using your GPS. I just did that, and I just drove in a big loop because I just missed this bridge, and my GPS, I put in the address and my GPS didn't take me to the right place. I had to do some other research to get me to this location. Okay, it's not really certain what year this bridge was built, but you can go by the age of the other bridges. It was built in the late 1800s. This is Kings Creek that it is built over top of. And the truss again is the Queen style truss. And I'll show you that real quick here. This bridge is 35 feet long and 14 inches wide. It's both vehicular and pedestrian. And if you're being a pedestrian, you have to be really careful. There's a lot of private property right here. I even parked on private property to do a little quick video here. I hope they don't come out screaming at me. But this is just a lot of history right in this local town of Burgettstown. And I find it quite fascinating. This whole town is a very old town. So let me show you this bridge, and then we are on to the next. Okay, we're on our fourth covered bridge in the northwestern driving tour of all the bridges that are in Washington County. This one is located in McDonald, and what's a couple things that are unique about this bridge is, one, there's no windows. Two, there's no crossboards on here. This is a part of the Panhandle Trail, rails to trails, and so they did not put boards on the bottom. All right, this bridge is a replica of the old King's Post Truss style Wilson Mill Bridge that was built back in 1889. And in 1978, it was taken over by eminent domain for flood control that created the Cross Creek Lake. Then it was vandalized back in 2002 after it was moved, and it was dismantled and put in storage. But then they soon realized that it would not be worth restoring it, so they created this replica back in 2011. Hey, so we're at the fifth bridge on this northwestern tour of Washington County covered bridges. This one is located in McDonald, just like the last one. This one is just two of the bridges that are located in McDonald. This one is called the Krepps, Krepps, Krepps Covered Bridge. It was built in the 1880s, somewhere in that area. It's actually Raccoon Creek that's flowing underneath of here. This is another short bridge. It's the same size as the first one we looked at, the McClurg, I can't say it, bridge, 24 feet long by 13 feet wide. It's enough to get a car through because you can use, as you can see back there, that is paved. That's a road that goes up probably to homes. So it is used on a daily basis as part of the roadway here in McDonald. I believe this is a King's Truss. I'm not 100% sure. I will confirm that and put it on the description here below. This one wasn't too bad to get to. It was really pretty easy. You could put it in your GPS, and it is well marked by the Washington County Covered Bridge Society. They have really nice signs put out by the road so you don't miss this bridge. We have one more bridge to see on this tour, so let's go check this one out. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me. I forgot my tripod in the car, and I had to walk to get to this particular covered bridge, so I'm not going back. We'll just have to make do with what we've got. This particular bridge has some really unique characteristics about it. One, it is not painted. It doesn't have windows, as you can see. It's one of the locations for Washington County Covered Bridge Festival, one of the 9 locations. But the unique thing about this location is there will not be any type of craft vendors or live music or anything like that. What they do at this location, because this bridge is located in the Meadowcroft Museum. Now, if you're not familiar with the Meadowcroft, I will be doing a full video on that at another time when it's not raining, because it is like a 3-hour tour through one of the first civilizations in the United States. You'll have to, I put a link in the description below about the Meadowcroft Museum, and you can research that and find out. But this bridge is located within that museum. So on the day of the festival, the weekend of the festival, which is the 3rd weekend in September, Meadowcroft will waive their entry fee to get into the museum, and then you could take advantage of the whole museum as well as come see the covered bridge. Now, if you do want to go to the Rock Museum, there is a $5 fee for that. But this is one of the ones that you have to walk to. I would have to say, unless you had like an all-terrain type of wheelchair, this is not so much handicap accessible because it's gravel. You have to walk on the gravel road, so I don't know how well that would work. The other thing about this bridge, relocated here from Greene County, once the owner of Meadowcroft found out that this particular bridge was going to be destroyed, and he found out it was going to be destroyed, so he decided to have it moved here and put on his property. So it's a very interesting story. This is a phenomenal place to visit. A little hard to get to, I will tell you that, but it is well worth the drive.
This bridge is actually called the Pine Bank Bridge, and it is located in Avella, PA. It was built in 1871. The builder is unknown, and it's a king post truss. It is 43 feet 5 inches long and 14 feet 4 inches wide. It was relocated to the museum back in 1962 from Greene County when the owner of Meadowcroft, Albert Miller, when he learned that it was going to be replaced with a modern bridge. A complete rehabilitation happened in 2016 to repair the King's Post Truss and return it to the original appearance. Now, this is the only bridge in Washington that features a different portal design than all the other bridges.
So this is my final stop, a northwestern driving tour of the covered bridges in Washington County. Now, be sure to hit the like and subscribe so you get the notification when I post the next video of my continuation of exploring all 23 bridges in Washington County. So this is it for me. I'm going home because I am drenched. So until next time.